Bose was not desperate for marriage. She was careful. She prayed. She waited. She told herself, I will never marry the wrong man. But the man she trusted the most was the one who deceived her the deepest. What Jida said on their wedding night was something Bose would never forget for the rest of her life. Bose met Jida in church. He was not loud, but people respected him. When he prayed, everywhere would go silent. When he spoke, it sounded deep. He looked like a man who truly knew God. That was what attracted Bose. One Sunday, after service, Jida walked up to her and said, God has been laying you in my heart. Bose was shocked, but also happy. She had been praying for a godly man, and now one was standing right in front of her. Everything started slowly, respectfully, carefully, and that was how she fell. Jida did everything right. He called to pray. He reminded her of scriptures. He spoke about purpose. He said things like, I don't want to rush you. I want God to lead us. Bose felt peace. At least, she thought it was peace. But there were moments. Strange moments. Jide did not like questions. If Bose asked about his past, he would go quiet. Or say, why are you looking for problems? Sometimes, his tone would change suddenly. From calm to sharp. But later, he would apologize. And pray again. And Bose would forget. There was a day. She felt strongly in her heart. Something is not right. But she pushed it away. Because she didn't want to lose him. That was her mistake. The wedding was big. Beautiful. Everyone came. They danced. They smiled. They said, Bose has found a good man. Jida looked perfect. Calm. Confident. Spiritual. As Bose walked down the aisle, she was crying. Not from fear, but from joy. She whispered, Thank you, Lord. But heaven was quiet. No warning. No sign. Just silence. And that silence would cost her everything. That night, the room was quiet. Soft light. Bose sat on the bed, smiling shyly. This was the beginning of her forever. Or so she thought. Jida walked in, closed the door, and everything changed. He didn't smile. He didn't speak gently. He didn't look at her the same way. Bose felt it immediately. That strange feeling again. But this time, stronger. She tried to talk. Are you okay? Jida didn't answer. He walked past her. Opened the fridge. Bose watched quietly. Confused. He brought out a cold, chilled beer. Opened it. And drank it like nothing was wrong. She blinked. Slowly. This was the same man who always said, I don't take anything that will affect my spiritual life. But before she could even process that, Jida reached into his pocket, brought out a cigarette, and lit it. Bose froze. Her body went cold. She stared at him. Shock written all over her face. This was not Jida. This could not be Jida. The man who used to lead long prayers was now sitting in front of her, drinking and smoking. The room suddenly felt heavy, unfamiliar, uncomfortable. She tried to speak. Jida, what is this? He looked at her, took another sip, blew out smoke, and said, Can you just keep quiet? Her heart dropped. That was not irritation. That was disrespect. She forced a small smile, thinking maybe this was stress or tiredness. But then he said, "Don't bring that your church girl behavior here." Her chest tightened. What was happening? And then he laughed. A dry, cold, unfamiliar laugh. And said, "You really believed everything, right? All those prayers, all those things I was doing. I just wanted you to marry me." Bose could not move. She could not speak. It felt like her ears were ringing. The man she respected, the man she trusted, was sitting in front of her like a stranger. She whispered, "What do you mean?" Jida looked at her and said, "I'm not that spiritual. I just knew that's what you like." That moment broke something inside her. Everything became clear. The fake patience. The avoided questions. The sudden anger. It all made sense. She didn't miss the signs. She ignored them. That night, Bose turned away and cried silently, right beside the man she just married. What did Bose do next? Watch out for episode 2.